somebody who's not been to places like Stanford, Harvard, Wharton, Columbia, and they're applying from here, what do you think are some of the challenges that international applicants are not aware of and they should know of before they start their campus journey? Like people who get in and they don't know something is going to hit them once you're there. What would you do differently 6 months before starting your MBA journey?
Some things that I did right and some things I did wrong. I'll throw light on both of them, hoping that it will give some perspective. So what some good schools do is that even before the classes start, they invite you for a weekend so you can spend some time with the outgoing class and learn from their experience and get your alignment done. I did that. That's the right thing that I did for a person living in India and funding that ticket, return ticket to US just to meet the class. It might be overspending when you are already planning $175,000 investment. It might be something that you would like to preserve, but that was the best investment I made after the fee to the Stanford school. Thinking from that, like just trying to absorb the campus, meet as many people, even if you can't visit, at least talk to them, build network to the outgoing class. And they have so many gems and pearls that they have collected and it's fresh in their memory, the do's and don'ts. And don't just connect with your community. If you are an Indian, you talk to Indians. Collect widespread perspective. In my class, there were 91 passports. 91 passports across 91 countries. Talk to different people and think, why did they come here? Did they achieve what they wanted? And what are some do's and don'ts? Just collect, and that will help transition you from being a person who was in a country to prepare yourself to be in that mold. It will take time. Definitely, it's a cultural shock. Sitting in a classroom, American pedagogy is very different. We are conditioned very differently, that we take permission before entering the class. We take permission before exiting the class. We are shy before asking the question. So many things. We don't take initiative to reach out to people. We consider professor as here higher than us, and we have some sort of inhibition before asking stupid question or before reaching out and say, hey professor, can you help me? And things here are very different. Is that no, it's you are considered a responsible person, a person responsible for your life. People expect and assume that you know what you're doing. If you have to get out of the class, nobody is going to ask you a question. It's your call. It's your life. And if you want to reach out to someone, you reach out as equal. Those are the kind of things that take time for your brain to register and build the muscle memory around them. Those are the things that if you can prepare faster before getting an admission, that will position you so well on the runway that you will start, hit the road running. That would be my advice to the students.
I remember you had to choose between, there was a time in your life when you and I were talking about Ahmedabad versus Stanford. And you spoke with everyone that you could in Stanford in India. You were very close to payment deposit deadlines of these schools. Remember? Like you were very, very close to whom to pay. Should I start here? And finally you chose Stanford. How do you see that decision now, Ashutosh?
I think it was, you advised me, Jatin. I came to you, I asked people at IIM, I talked to people at Stanford. So I had good friends, I would say that those who knew how to make right decisions. I visited IIM campus, met with people, looked at their classrooms, looked at where they study and everything, trying to get the feel. I did not have that feel from Stanford, of course, at that time. But when I had that feeling, I didn't really like it. I decided that I realized that I felt that it would be a compromise. It won't be something that I want to do.